YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel, bringing you a Toronto condo price article here by Better Dwelling, and it's a really well written one. And a lot of people that bought in 2017, they're still not out of the woods yet. So let's take a look at this article. I took a look at it. Toronto condo prices hitting you high as inventory rises back to 2016 levels. Interesting. But the people that bought on the tail end of 2016 and early 2017 to third quarter 2017 are still crying the blues because a lot of them are still way underwater. This is from today's date, July the 16th, 2018. Toronto condo prices just keep ballooning, although less than they have been recently. Toronto Real Estate Board TREB numbers show that the price of a typical condo reached an all-time high in June. Some of the pressure to move higher is finally being released, though, as sales fall faster than inventory. So inventory is going up and sales are not as high as they used to be. Typical Toronto condo price reaches a new high. The price of a typical condo hit a new all-time high across Greater Toronto. TREB reported a benchmark price of $502,400 in June, up 7.52% from the year before. The City of Toronto's benchmark price rose to $529,300, 9.10% increase. The city continued to outperform the suburbs on both monthly and annual increases. All right. There's a Toronto benchmark price. So there it is there. The annual rate of increase continued to taper, but was still massive. Late June, TREB saw an annual price increase of 30.6%, which tapered down this month's 7.52%. The City of Toronto was at 32.6 last June, tapering down at this month's 9.1% in contrast. The median rate of price growth over the past decade has been just a touch over 5%. Even with the taper down to a single digits, the gains are likely to come down further. So this is what they're forecasting. So this is it here. Remember, guys, this is a Toronto benchmark price change. So this is the annual percentage change of price of typical condo and apartment Toronto. So here it goes, people. So it's going back to 2016 prices. So if you kind of measure it out right there, you could kind of see where it was at right there. It's very simple if you look at the two in there. So anyone that bought along here, basically May 2016, November 2016, anywhere from pretty much anywhere from September 2016 to June 2017 when it hit its peak, you're in a bit of hot water right now, guys. You are way underwater. You're down by, holy smokes, 27, 30 pro. That's what it said in the article. The medium sale price of a condo actually outperformed the benchmark. TREB reported medium sale price $489,000, an increase of 9.15% from last year. The medium sale price in the city proper rose to $535,000. That's a 12.63% increase from last year. Medium sale prices aren't adjusted to size or quality, so they are just a great reflection of how much you would pay. They are one of the more popular measures used by international buyers. So this is it here. Was the median sale price. So it needs to come back down to here to make it livable, because the amount of people leaving the city of Toronto is phenomenal. I was there last month, a month and a half ago, and I couldn't believe the congestion on the 400 highways. I don't know what to tell you guys. I've never seen so much traffic in my life. The 403, the 400, the 401, the 410, every 400 series highway, even the 407 had traffic on it. A pay toll highway. It was just an absolute nightmare. All the main streets, Steeles Avenue, Rutherford, Highway 7. You go down into the more Toronto area like Islington, Dufferin, Eglinton, all those streets, St. Clair, Dundas, Dupont. You can't move anywhere. It's an absolute nightmare. Why? Because everybody left the city to buy in cheaper towns like Cambridge, Ontario, Hamilton, well, Hamilton's a kind of pretty, but Cambridge, Waterloo. People move to like places like Bolton and all kinds of places. You know what I'm saying? And getting themselves out of the big city. You know, Toronto condos see average price nearly 8%. The average sale price of a condo is performing more in line with benchmark. Tree reported the average sale price of $561,097, up 7.9% from last year. Most of the strength is from the city, where the average price reached $605,000, up 9.5% from last year. The 905 saw the average rise $450,672. A much more conservative increase is 3.4%. Once again, the average sale price isn't a great indicator for how much you'll pay for a condo. Instead, a better indicator of dollar flow, cash flow. There's the average condo sale price. So this is Trebe 416, and then the 905's down here. So this is the average condo sale price. So a lot of people left to these greener pastures here because this is more of an affordable range. So you buy a condo or an apartment in Cambridge, Ontario, then it's okay. You could afford to live. You know what I'm saying? Toronto condo sales drop over 5%. Condo sales continue to fall across the Greater Toronto. Tree reported 2,234 condo sales in June, a decline of 5.3%. So this is the kicker now, guys. Okay, prices could go up, just like in Vancouver, but sales are going down. From last year, the City of Toronto represented 1,593 of these sales, down 6 points from last year. Declining sales don't mean a lot in the context of prices, unless contrasted with inventory. So try to reserve your judgment for a bit, and that's very true. Here's the Toronto condo sales versus listings. So here are the sales and the listings. And you know what they're doing? They're smart. Like I could bet my left nut on May 2018, a lot of people pulled off the market to relist again a few weeks down the road, so nobody knows how long. So when the appraiser or somebody is doing comparables, they have no idea where the pricing is at for any of that. So they don't even know if they're tricking or treating when they're doing proper appraisals, because they have no idea how some of these houses were legitimately on the market. And I made a video about that, how the United States does not allow that, and you see the history of all that. Toronto condo inventory rises in burbs, falls in the city. Same thing like Vancouver, inventory going down, right, and then inventory going up in the burbs outside, and some people wanting to come back to the city, some people wanting to move further away from the city because they still can't afford to live where they are. New condo listings made a huge decline right across Toronto. Tree reported 3,585 new listings in June, declined 15.54%. The city represented 2,498 of those new listings, a decline of 15.92%. The decline in new listings wasn't was as big of a drag in total inventory. Very true. The total numbers active condo listings didn't fall anywhere near the new listings. Tree reported 4,005 active listings, an increase of 2.5% from last year. The city represented 2,584 of those listings were down 4.57%. This is the highest levels of condo inventory Tree since August 2016, and it's still not a huge amount. Sales are still falling faster than inventory, releasing some of the pressure to see prices rapidly rise. Toronto condo prices hit an all-time high, but there may be some relief in the rising prices soon. Remember, guys, if you watch my trends in the housing market, I keep talking about the same thing over and over again like a broken record. Condo pricing always goes up when the more expensive inventory becomes out of reach. With the stress tests, the cost of living, the price of gas going up, the price of everything around you going up. Guess what happens, people? Cheaper inventory always goes up faster because people want to settle for the fear of buying out or the fear of not getting in at the right time or whatnot. Careful timing the market, people. Please be careful. I've timed the market many times. And so let me read this closing statement here. Toronto condo price still all-time high, but there may be some relief on the rising prices soon. Sales fell faster than inventory, and benchmark continues to see tapering growth. Rising interest rates are likely to be a drag on growth as prices push higher as well. So, like I said, a lot of people are underwater, and a lot of people are trying to recoup what they can, and that's a big problem, especially if they took a line of credit or they took a line of credit. Now their loan to value, their LTV, is like 107%, and then now if the pricing dipped as much as it did in some of the sectors, you're going to start noticing people 20, 30, 40% underwater. And that is very dangerous. And why am I saying 40% if it only went down 26? Because a lot of people took more or borrowed more than what their property was worth, because when you factor in your credit cards, your lines of credit, and all that other crap, it all adds up, guys. You know what I'm saying? So you got to factor in your car payments and your mortgage payments. A lot of people don't... car payments, insurance payments, property tax and all that other stuff. A lot of people aren't factoring into their monthly payments. Anyways, guys, let me know where you guys are at in Toronto and how things are going there. This article, inventory is good. Condo price inventory always goes up. Look at my videos from a year and a half ago from Vancouver. Condos and townhomes were skyrocketing because no one could afford a detached home anymore. It was completely out of reach by the Canadian proper. A majority of people left the city, like myself. I left a year and a half ago, and I've never looked back. I don't even want to go to the city. When I have to go to the city, I'm like, ugh, I don't want it, but it's usually once or twice a year anyway, so it's not... it's a road trip, you know. Anyways, let me know what's happening in your neck of the woods. Comment below. I'd like to know. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Guys, if you want to support the transmission, please do not send me money on what's it called? PayPal. There's a PayPal link on top. People keep sending me $12, $19, $6. It's okay, guys. Buy something from my eBay store, and if you're from Australia and it'll ship to you, just go ahead and ask me to ship to you, which I've done many times before. To my peeps down under watching my transmission, and to all my peeps, all my people over in the United States that I ship to in Canada. So keep me in the loop, guys. Let me know what's going on with you guys in your neck of the woods. Mike Martin signing off. Thank you for watching.